Okay, so I have my sand on the top layer here. Okay, so that's my topsoil. Then underneath of that, I have my cheesecloth. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but I'll let everybody take a look then, okay? All right. What do you think this black stuff down here is?
Guys, no one needs to get up.
I'll hold it up for you. Lainey, look like rocks. Lainey, what do you think it is? It's charcoal, okay? Charcoal. That's supposed to be like bedrock. I also have some gravel here. I'm going to add that to my soil, okay? So what we want to see is if we can take this water in this blue cup here, okay? I told you there was something in this water, didn't I? What did I say was in the water? Jocelyn? A chemical, okay? The chemical in here is alum, all right? Yes, what alum does is it takes dirt, sediment, silt, and it collects it all together. So it helps the water on the top stay clean, and the water on the bottom and all of the sand and gravel, all of that stuff should come together towards the bottom, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to pour the charcoal also, sometimes there's charcoal in your soap that you use at home, and it's supposed to be a cleaning agent. So that's a natural way that our earth cleans things. So we're going to pour this water through here, and we're going to see if it's clear on the bottom, okay? I'm going to pour it in. Sit down. I will hold it up so you can see it, okay? And then we're going to do a little bit of a different one. Ooh, leaking. It's okay. Okay, it's leaking down through the charcoal. Just putting in a little bit at a time. Do you see the water dripping there a little bit?
Yeah. Miss, your ear is off.
I know, it's okay. Why am I leaking?
It's because there's a little bit of holes. No, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of the glass is off a little bit.
That's funny.
What's funny? I can't see because everybody's on their knees.
Did my first water filter work? Why not? Lauren?
Because on the bottom it was leaking out.
Because on the bottom it's leaking out. So something happened with my cups, okay? Does the water look clean that's coming out?
I can't see
The puddle on my table.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Braden L, can you give me the green towel on the top of the
It looks
thing?
pretty clean.
So I have a different water filter we're going to try really quick. Let me switch them. This one I think might work a little bit better because it has holes in the bottom, so it's going to trickle out like rain and fall into this container. So hopefully we won't have the same leaking problem. I don't know. We'll find out. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my water dirty first. And then I'm going to find out if when I pour it in my filtration system with my screens, my cheesecloth and my mesh, and then my charcoal and my coffee filter here, I want to find out if my dirty water goes through there and gets cleaned and comes out as clean water. Okay? That's what I'm testing. All right? So I'm going to put some sand and some rocks in my cup of water. Now, this cup of water still has the alum in it, so I would think that it would help all of those sand and rocks float to the bottom. That's what's supposed to happen, but we never know until we try it, right? Maybe I don't have enough alum in there. If I don't, then it wouldn't do that.
It kind of looks like coin.
So far, the rocks are at the bottom. Why do you think the rocks are already at the bottom, though? Carter?
Because there's chemicals.
Because there's chemicals. Why else would the rocks go to the bottom of the water? It's that way when you go into a creek or a pond, Piper,
They're heavy.
they're heavier. Absolutely. I'm going to put all of my sand in there.
It's
Ooh, what's the sand doing?
it's going on top of it. Going in the bottom.
It's floating to the bottom. Does my water look cloudy?
No.
Yeah, a little bit, but not too much, right? So do you think the chemical's working? I think so.
Don't go.
Ooh, is it clean?
Yeah. No. Yes.
Is the water in the bowl clean? Clear?
Yes. I can't see everyone. Guys, sit down.
Okay, hold on a second.
Guys, sit.
I'm making a mess.
I'm the one that can't see back.
Okay. Why don't you all spread out, make me a circle here, and I will come to the carpet and you can stand up and watch me. Sorry, this is making it even more challenging for you two.
I was just trying to get your perfect picture.
Oh. Okay. So I'm going to try to dump a little bit because if you look at my cup here, I see clear water on top of...
I can't even see because everybody's in the middle.
So stop yelling at people and ask nicely. If you look in my cup, there's clear water on top of the sand and the rocks. Kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to try to see if I can get some of that sand and stuff in there because so far I've just been... It's not coming out though. It's sinking in the bottom. Just a little cup. Now, I wonder if once that's in there, it comes out. What do you think? Is my filter catching it?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
it's collecting right there at the top. It's not going through.
Yeah. I can see.
Okay, stay back in your spots. Okay, I'll tilt it in your direction. See, the sand and the rocks are being caught by the mesh and the cloth, the cheesecloth. Put them in there. There's some water mixed in that. It's wet, but it's still not going through there. I'll even shake it a little bit, see if I can get some through. But I really don't see any sand. Now, my water looks clear. Does that mean it's okay to drink? No, I don't really know what's in this water, right? What would I have to do to find out if it's okay to drink it, Carter?
You should
Go out.
I know it's just wrong. That scared me. I saw the letter.
I got it for you. Go. Go underneath. Thank you.
Attention, an emergency has been reported in this building. Please
you were before. The same exact spot.
Okay. We got it.
Same exact spot where you were.
But the good thing,
Right, where we left off.
same exact spot. Same exact spot. Like that's scared me because I like saw the like. I saw the like blink. Like I saw something fall up on there because I saw it on the board.
Watch out. Watch out.
Same exact spot.
Okay, so let's check it out here. Ooh, so I set my cup down in here kind of in not such a good way. And I do see some sand.
Yeah, I see some
The rocks fell out. But I don't see any like stuck in these holes here, so I don't really know how they got in there. They might have spilled from the top,
No,
to be honest.
I saw some when you were pouring it. There's still some in it. Yeah. They're stuck to the bottom.
Oh, they were in there
are
when we
stuck
started.
to the
Huh.
bottom.
That's what happens
So they
when a
were in
fire
there.
drill interrupts your science lesson. Okay, first grade.
Can we go back to what
Nope. Stop talking while I'm trying to talk, please. Okay, so I have a bowl of clear water up here. We were just talking before. The fire drill. Just because it's clear and we don't see any dirt, does that mean it's safe to drink?
No.
No, it does not. Okay, everybody needs to sit back crisscross applesauce. If we make our circle wide enough, everybody will be able to see. Okay, accidents happen. Yeah, Jocelyn, sit. Okay, so, how could we tell if our water is okay to drink? How are we going to find that out? Shane, she's asking you to scoot back. Please do so. Brianna?
Good afternoon. Please pardon the interruption. Could I have the instructional aides to the office, please, and to the cafeteria to assist with seating as we start getting ready to head down for the assembly? Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I'll send you the last
You have an assembly for summer reading program. So just because our water is clear does not mean it's safe to drink. How could we tell if our water is safe to drink? Devin? Scan it with a special scanner. I'm not sure about that. Piper?
Get it from your sink or your
Get it from your sink.
refrigerator or ice.
Yep, or a bottle of water. Brianna?
You could just dump that in the trash. Like dump that in the sink if you don't think it's really.
I should take this to someone who can test the water and tell me if it's okay to drink, if I'm not sure.
And then
right? Because I can't tell just by looking at it. Now, sometimes when your mommy and daddy have you at the creek, they want you to go ahead and drink a little bit of water if you're thirsty, right? Yeah. As long as it doesn't have rocks and sand and stuff in it, it looks pretty clear, you're going to be okay. That's water that's in nature.
But what if you
This is water that I've experimented with and I've put chemicals in.
we
So we're never going to drink something like that. Okay? If an adult tells you it's okay, you think it's okay? If it's an adult that you trust, mommy or daddy, yeah.
I will trust it because
Or you.
No, we're not going to trust this because you put
I
chemicals in it.
like at home.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I get out with filters and stuff. So
Right.
I trust
Yeah.
it.
And sometimes they have pitchers that filter water, like a Brita filter.
Yeah.
Or sometimes your refrigerator might
Oh,
have
yeah.
something in it if you get water out of your refrigerator
Yeah.
that filters the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have one.
Today we made our own water filter to filter out all of the sand and gravel and dirt that you might find in water outside. Okay. I did have one thing in my kit that I didn't use. So when I got my kit, there was a whole list of things that I could use. There was one thing in my kit that I didn't use. It's newspaper, or not newspaper, a brown paper grocery bag. What do you think I could have used this for? I don't think I needed it because I accomplished my goal. I have some clear water. Carter, what do you think?
You can rip it up and make a boat.
Rip it up and make a boat? Well, it needs to relate to my experiment. How am I going to use it for my water filter? Marin?
Instead of
Again, pardon the interruption. Could I please have
the cheesecloth. So I could have used this as another layer, right? Okay, do you think the water would soak through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It might take a little while for it. I think the brown paper would hold the water a little bit more. It would take a while for the water to soak through it, kind of like a towel or something, because it doesn't have, yeah, I can. It's going to get wet, but it's going to take a while for the water to leak down from it, because the paper is going to soak it up before it starts running through. It's not like the cloth, where the cloth just kind of holds the rocks and the larger stuff and lets the water come out. It's kind of like a screen, okay? All right. I think that's it. Okay, so what did we learn today? CJ? About filters, yeah, and the earth naturally filters water through its soil. So a lot of times the water that they get for drinking water, for that bottled water, spring water, it's already in the ground. It's already been naturally cleaned. Yeah, they run it through and filter it again inside a plant, but the earth's naturally cleaning the water for us, okay? So this is kind of a demonstration of that natural cleaning process, okay? I want you to think while you're at special, we'll talk at the end of the day when you come back about some questions you might have.
At
I'll
this
try to
time,
answer
like
your questions
third
about
grade to the
the way that
cafeteria
earth
for the
naturally
assembly,
filters
please.
water,
Third grade to
okay?
the cafeteria
But maybe
for
come
the
up with a
assembly. Thank you.
different idea for how we could demonstrate filtering water, okay? I want everybody to get lined up in number order. We need to go to special.
Third grade. Do we have music?
We have library and then music.
Yes, Siri. We could. What? Like, are there like